Not your average guy. Never mind your own YouTube channel. Thank you very much. We're gonna hike. It's like 2.5 to 3 hours. We're on the Azores Islands. This is Sao Miguel. You can see the sea over there. Can you see it? We've been 2 weeks here flying and testing the Phantom 4 Pro. Look at the hotel. And while we do this hike, I will tell you what I think of the drone. And then you can see, oh, look at that. It's here. My holiday house is somewhere over here. It's not very far. This is gonna be the route. You're gonna see tunnels, and I don't know what. To tell you the truth, I'm not really happy with the Phantom 4 Pro. And the cows on the back of me are very enthusiastic too. No, I think it's an aqueduct. We're going in a tunnel now. We're gonna have a look what's on the other side. Woo! What are the distinctive features of the Phantom 4 Pro compared to the Phantom 4? It's a better camera, that's one thing. Second thing is, it has more sensors. And I guess there is a third thing, and that is, it works with DJI Go App 4, and 4 has more features, like the tripod mode, intelligent return to home stuff, and such. We tested those, and what did we find out? Going down? What are we doing? We have to go here, that's funny. So let's talk about the camera first. Quality of the camera is like superb. It's just, everything is so sharp. So, is this a nice picture or what? How stunning, man, how beautiful. Everything looks 10 times as beautiful as any other camera of mine. Really, really nice. Wow! One thing is, it has a mechanical shutter instead of a digital shutter on the Phantom 4. So if you make pans, it looks so much more nice. Just flying around a little bit. Really beautiful. But look at this. Wow. The quality is so good, and there is so much detail that the compression method cannot deal with the high bit rate that these images need. I hope you can see that it's like flickering. In the black areas, when there is a high contrast, especially when it's very sunny, and high detail, then the black in the image starts flickering. Especially in the darker areas where there's a lot of black, that's where the problem is. I was like, what? But the thing is, 50% of my footage is just worthless because of this. And you have to like use a plug-in with a filter and filter out all this stuff. And that's a lot of work. And so you got a lot of detail, but it's completely useless. It ruins your footage. Do you see that? There's a cave out there. Whoa, how beautiful, man. And it's so peaceful. Like this. Wow. Look at this water, man. You can hardly see it's water. Let's have a look in here. Come. You see that? There's a little door. If I just hang out in front of this stream here.
We got the best picture of all.
Yeah, I mean. And then there is another thing that I noticed about the camera, and that is when it's hovering, the image is not really stable. But it's also moving a little bit like this. It's like flickering. The screen is flickering. If this is really in the footage, I will not be happy. And that is, of course, not good. And especially when I'm flying backwards. On this screen, it looks stunning. My GoPro is foggy. There's another building out there. Are we going wrong? Huh? But these people, we just see them. And there's another path here. And then when you fly back, there is an increased risk that the camera is not stable at all. I have a couple of shots flying back where the camera is like just totally ruined shots. I have to fly backwards and a little bit up, so here we go, like this. The only way to get decent footage is like keep flying forward. Do not hover, do not fly backwards. Avoid very sunny, high contrast situations. Then you can get decent footage. But to be honest, this is not the standard that I want or expected from the Phantom 4 Pro. Like this, I can better use the Phantom 4 because I'm very unsure about whether the shots that I make are indeed good. To be sure, you will have to make them like 2 or 3 times. That's just crazy. One nice thing about the camera is that you can keep recording video and meanwhile take a photo. So you can just hang out here like this and then push the photo button and it makes a photo. I really like that feature because on the Phantom 4 you have to stop recording, make a photo, continue recording. So many clicks that I didn't do that so much, but here it's just a push of a button. So the second thing is the sensors. It has sensors backwards and at the sides, but it's only using the sensors at the back as an extra. And the sensors at the side, those are only used in beginner mode and in tripod mode. It's a little bit of a disappointment that it does not use the side sensors in normal positioning mode. And then I tried the tripod mode. Well, wow. Whoa. In the tripod mode, sometimes it randomly switches to A mode, ATI mode. Which is manual mode, which doesn't use any sensors at all. And now it's giving me a message again. Cannot hover automatically now. Aircraft has been switched to A mode. Are you just kidding me? So you're in tripod mode, like I want to use all sensors because I'm in a dangerous situation with a lot of obstacles, and then it switches to ATI mode. Yep, I crashed the drone. What you doing? Another problem I ran into was that either when it doesn't have satellites and or it is in tripod mode, I couldn't ascend above 10 meters. I'm just gonna go slowly up. Yeah. What does it say? Maximum flight altitude reached. It said maximum altitude reached. And you have to change that in the settings. But even when that's at 500 meters, it didn't go beyond 10 meters. Yeah, well, despite the problems, some of the shots were very nice. But still, that's not what you expect from an expensive professional drone. This means we have to go right here. Well, it looks like it's closed. Then it's even more interesting. Yeah, you never know. Ooh. Then we get to the DJI Go App 4 and the advanced features. Well, App 4 crashes 1 or 2 times every flight. But with the goggles on, your DJI Go app just stopped. I will repeat this. This is a national park, but seriously, the DJI Go App 4 crashes 1 or 2 times every flight. And now my app is gone. Alright, so test failed. And that makes the drone basically inoperable. You cannot operate it, you cannot control it. It's just, well, you know, the crazy thing is you can keep controlling it with the transmitter, but the app is gone. And luckily, I have the goggles. So when you use the HDMI output, and not the HDMI output of the tablet, but the one of the transmitter, then I can still see the camera, even when the app is down. So it's a little workaround, but it's just not good. Come on, exit this mode. Confirm. And now DJI completely quits. And there were incidents. Well, it was not just 1 or 2 times. It constantly happened. It's just, it doesn't do anything anymore. So it's not just, and we just quit. And then there was another little thing that sometimes, but that was later on, after I installed the new, the update of the 4 app. It sometimes did not even recognize the aircraft. And now it disconnected again. I don't even got connection with my aircraft like this. What is it? I thought maybe that was a USB cable, but it turned out not to be the cable because another cable did not help either. It says aircraft disconnected. I tried another tablet, my older Samsung Tab A. Just no connection. There's no avail. It doesn't connect to the drone. It didn't work either. So I think the experiment ends here. What I actually wanted to do is test the active track. I wanted to run around all this area and see if I can lose the drone, but I think the quickest way to lose the drone is just to really bad. It's a very nice view here. And then about some of the advanced features. Landing on water. Wow. No. I could have landed my drone in the water. I didn't see it. It says somewhere on the DJI website that there is an internal 3D mapping of objects and that it will take the shortest way back home. Let's go hide behind this thingy and go down like this. And I'm gonna turn off the transmitter and then see what happens. We tried everything, but we didn't see it. Nevertheless, there was another feature, and that is when you lose signal, it will return on the path that it had came from. for like 1 minute, hoping that the signal will come back. And that is very smart. We did see it. Yeah. Oh, you see that? That is just funny. That is funny. Yeah, that was working, and that's really good, because it makes sense that when you're flying somewhere and you're flying behind an obstacle, that it does not return to home in a straight line, because that's where the obstacle is. So if it returns on its path, then it's very likely to get the signal back. So that's really good. One thing I'm really happy about is that for the first time in the history of DJI, they fixed the missing frames bug. That's how I want to call it. There's no hiccup. There are no lost frames. After 9 minutes /4 gigabyte files. Now it just continuously makes video without missing frames. No hiccup anymore. Oh man, that makes me so happy. Really good. On the website it says that one of the new features of the Phantom 4 Pro is narrow sensing. And you can program the C2 button when you're in a complex environment.
It's doing an amazing job keeping it straight in there.
Meaning there are obstacles close by, and when you push the C1 or C2 button to tell it that you do want to get close to these obstacles and you do not want it to hold.
Ja, dan kan ik die feature dus niet vinden hier.
Couldn't find that feature.
Je zou denken naar het pad, maar ja.
New feature of the Phantom 4 Pro. Precision landing.
Nah, you see? And now it wants to correct itself, but it's...
I tested it out a couple of times. It did try to correct its position when it was like 5 centimeters above the ground, and then whew, it's better to just put it off or keep a really good eye on the drone and intervene when you see that it's not going well. It's not a finished feature, this one. So these are wild onions. They're just growing out here. Is there something, if you dig them out, you can see something, or?
I don't think it has bulbs, but
Let's put it back. One thing I like is that it's hoovering really stable. When you land it and it's out in the air like here, you can just touch it, get it. It's not going back and forth, left and right. It's really, really stable. I haven't seen it as stable like that as the Phantom 4, so that definitely improved. Ducks?
ducks.
What where? Over there?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
And there are some sparrowhounds.
Seriously. But they cannot be wild ones. There's a lot of them. But I think it's like with chickens. Go get him, Tiger. My brother's gonna catch a chicken. Watch this. They're just chickens walking here in the forest. They're just let loose or something. They're not really wild. And the conclusion. It's a nice hike. It's a very nice island. It's totally different than Tenerife. Tenerife is more like a desert. This is a lot more green. About the Phantom 4 Pro. It's not a finished product, It's a beta product. I feel like I have been a beta tester, like testing the product, and I would like DJI to see everything that happened and do something about it. Would I advise you to buy a Phantom 4 Pro right now? No, never. Don't do it. It's buggy, it crashes, it's faulty. You will crash the drone. It's not a finished product. The Phantom 4 is finished. It's reliable, it does what it has to do. DJI does not update / support the Phantom 4 anymore. Why? Because it's done, it's finished, it's good like it is. But Phantom 4 Pro, it has so many issues, I don't think I'm even gonna use it anymore. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check if there is an update of the 4 app. If so, I might do another test flight just to see if it's better or not. When it is better and the issues that I mentioned like in this video and they are solved, then it's gonna be nice. So I would say that the Phantom 4 Pro is a promising product. It's really promising because there are features that if they work, some of them work already, but if all of what is promised to us, if that should work, man, then the Phantom 4 Pro is the machine to go. I would even say it's risky to use it. What we did over here is I tried to work with it despite all the problems that I ran into, because I'm here and I gotta do something, you know, I cannot just sit and wait and do nothing. What will happen is you're gonna see a lot of these problems in the upcoming videos, and it's possible that while I upload them that there's gonna be an update and that issues will be solved. It's possible. We will see, but this was a little preview and a teaser about what's to come. If you think that this video helps you to make your decision about buying a 4 or 4 Pro, give me a thumbs up. If you like the video in any other way, give it a thumbs up too, of course. And if you want to see the videos where all these things are really happening and I show them to you, you have to subscribe to the channel and you will get notified when the video is there. And as always, your comments are highly appreciated. Give them in the boxes below. See you on the next video. Oh, and by the way, when I get back home, there is a surprise. There is a brand new Phantom 4 waiting for me. DJI totally replaced my old one. So DJI support, DJI warranty, very good. And I can't wait to get back home and just fly and film without issues.